what I want you to do is start your waist hooping, and we're gonna start by actually moving backward. There's a blooper. Let's do it again. Hey everyone, Lee Little, and today we're going to talk about walking with your hoop. Now, if you've been waist hooping for a while, you are probably ready to start moving with your hoop. And when you learn how to walk with your hoop, turn with your hoop, it just unlocks a whole world of possibilities for you, not only with hoop fitness, but with your hoop dance. So we're going to talk about, first of all, why it's difficult to walk with your hoop, and then I'm going to show you some techniques that are going to make this a lot easier. So I started hooping when I was about 10 years old in rhythmic gymnastics, and if you have not seen rhythmic gymnastics, it's with the hoop, ribbon, ball, clubs, and the rope, and then they have free floor exercise. You'll see it in the summer 2016 Olympic Games. But one of the things that was drilled into us early on is no matter what the apparatus is, it needs to look like an extension of your body. The hoop makes this really, really difficult because oftentimes we're wanting to move in one direction and our hoop spins around the body this way. So making that look like we're moving together, making it look like we're one with the hoop is really challenging. But when you see it and you see it done well, that is beautiful hoop dance. Now, walking with the hoop is challenging because you're moving in a forward direction or a backward direction, and yet your hoop is spinning around you. So it's almost like patting your head and rubbing your stomach. So we've got to find a way for those two things to go together. So the first thing that I want to teach you is the tempo of your hoop needs to match the tempo of your steps. What do we mean by this? I'm going to show you. So the first thing I'm going to show you is I'm just starting basic waist hooping right now, okay? When I'm going to move forward, I'm not going to match the tempo of my hoop to my steps. And I just want you to notice how awkward this is going to look, okay? So I've got a pretty good rotation going with my hoop, but I'm going to take some big steps, okay? This is very awkward and it looks awkward. And part of the reason that it's looking awkward is because the tempo did not match the tempo of my steps. So what I want you to think about is try taking smaller steps. So let's do this again and you can see what I mean. So I'm going to start my waist hooping and I'm going to do small steps and small and small and small. The tempo is now matching my hoop rotation, okay? That looks a lot more natural than trying to take big steps while rotating your hoop. We're going to start our waist hooping, and what I want you to do is take your steps backward. Moving backward is actually easier than moving forward, so I want you to start with backward movement. And we're going to do 4 small steps to the back and then 4 small steps to the front. So here we go. Back, 2, 3, tap, forward, 2, 3, tap. Small movements, faster rotation. Now, if your hoop is spinning slower, it's going to make sense for you to move with your hoop a little bit slower. So let's try this again. Same thing. We're going to go back 4 and forward 4. So here we go. And back, 2, 3, tap, forward, 2, 3, tap. So what I'd like you to do is practice that sequence until you can comfortably move forward and backward with your hoop. And then I want you to try the next segment where we start putting walking with your hoop and turning with your hoop together.